Hi Divine Masculines, hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for all the views, the likes. It's touching to my heart, so thank you. I'm a little late this week. It's just been kind of crazy with Black Friday, with Small Business Saturday. I'm a small business owner, so I just redid my entire website. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my new stuff coming, and before we get to the reading. So if you're just here for the reading, I will link that below, but I would appreciate if you stick here with me while I talk about some of my new products. You know, these are free readings, and if they are influential to your life, being supportive of me, or if you like my energy and you want to connect more to my energy, you know, this is a good way to do it. All my products are handmade by me. I do it all by myself. So on my website, I have done 3 new blog posts. It'll be in the description. I've done 3 new blog posts on my most commonly asked questions by people. So I did a blog post on how to protect yourself from dark magic. I've been picking up for a while. These Karmics have been doing magic heavily on both the masculine and the feminines. So if you have experienced some negative energy in your life and you just need help clearing it, I got you. Read that post. I did a post on the eclipse, which is tomorrow, how to deal with that energy. And, you know, I kind of go a little bit into what eclipses do. And I also did a reading on my essential spiritual items. So what I need to have in my practice, top 10 things I keep on hand at all times. I explain how to use them, very beginner friendly. So check that out, all in the description. New products I have, so I do prayer candles, I do woodwick candles. I've done those for a while. I have a established Etsy shop that's almost been a year. So I'm gonna keep Etsy, but I'm going to, you know, just direct you guys to my website instead, which will have everything from Etsy and then extra stuff. So new products, I have started making incense. So I have 5 out. This is 2 that I'm using today in my cauldron here. So what you do is you light a charcoal disc and you burn it in a fire-safe bowl or cauldron. So this one is for psychic visions and helpful spirits. So since today is Sunday, I'm going to be working with ancestors. This does have protection blend in it to get rid of unwanted spirits, so it'll only attract, you know, guides and ancestors that are beneficial to you. And then I also have psychic visions. So this one is good for, you know, divination. It's also good if you're into like dream recall, astral travel. This protects against spiritual attacks at night, so you can burn it like before you go to sleep if you're interested in that. So those are up now. I have a whole and I'm burning the psychic and the helpful spirits in here. I didn't mention that. I have a home line now, so I am big into crystal healing as well as I am like herbalism. I don't know. I am really into plants. I grew up in the Appalachian Mountains. That's where I am now with my family. And I've always been connected to the earth. I've always spent, you know, I spent my childhood in the woods. So I am very connected to plants and their energies. So I use those in my products. And I also love crystals. So as somebody that loves crystals, when I try to carry them with me, usually they fall out of my pocket. Sometimes as a woman, you don't have any pockets. You have to stick them in your bra. It's really embarrassing when they fall out of your bra. If you like bend over and it comes out, or if it just slips under because you like, you know, try to move your bra a little bit, that's embarrassing. Also, you forget them in your pockets all the time and they get washed, and some of them like fracture easily. Selenite is one of the worst. This one, you like, it comes like splinters off of it, so I don't recommend do that at caution, but these are very fragile and splinter all the time. So I wanted to do a way of like charging, because people do like crystals in water to charge your water, but with that, a lot of crystals can dissolve in water, so it's not safe. Also, you know, they might be dirty, and, you know, trying to clean them every time is a headache, and then carrying them with you, you can lose them, they can break, you know, they fall out of your bra, and at work, and that's embarrassing. So I wanted to find a way that you could have them with you in a like home decor, and you know, they would be safe. So I made coasters. So these are all handmade by me. So these are the 3 that I have available right now. I have another one that I made, but I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it. And that's actually on my fairy altar. So I did one with plants in it. I may do another one. And I have a fae altar. I work with fae. I did do a fae offering too. So what I do with the fae offering is I actually just leave it in this form, and I put it on one of these, and I, you know, offer it to the fae in exchange for their help on things. So you can, you know, charge your jewelry on these, and then as you wear it, it'll carry the crystal energy. It's for charging. So you charge your phone. This one is for protection with the selenite and the black obsidian. So if I put my phone on this overnight, it's going to, you know, if people look at your page and send you evil eye energy, this can kind of protect you from that. And it charges your water as well, so you don't have to put the crystals directly into your water. You know, you're obviously putting them underneath your water bottle. It can knock your thing over. So within a crystal here, you know, I can set it right down on it and let it charge, and it's, you know, not in my water, gross. It's not like knocking my water bottle over. And I also did trays. So these 2 are 16 right now. That is always subject to change. I change my prices as I feel like it. This one is 15, and it's because it's a little bit thinner than the other 2. Still solid though. The tray is 65. These are just really expensive to make, guys. With the amount of crystals that go into them, plus like, you know, all this stuff, they're just expensive. And as a one person, you know, you could go find resin coasters on Etsy, but some of them may be like small business people, but a lot of them, you know, they buy them in bulk, and that's why they're cheaper. So that's the importance of supporting small if you can. I understand it's a pandemic and it's affecting all of us, so I'm not guilting anybody. This is, you know, if you want to support me, if you like my stuff, you want to support me, this is an option for you. It's obviously, I'm not demanding it. You can skip ahead. Anyways, you know, that's the importance of supporting small business, is because it's really more community-based. You're helping out at, like, you know, I saw a post somewhere that's like, you know, when you buy something at Walmart, you're not really, like, you're putting money in, like, the Walton's pocket. You know, you're not really supporting your community. Walmart actually destroys small communities. I watched it happen in my hometown. Destroys all the small businesses, went out of business because people are going to go to Walmart, obviously. And, you know, if that's your price point, that's your price point. But also, if you can, it's important to support your community and support people, you know. I am a one-woman show, so by buying something for me, you are directly supporting me and helping me, you know, do these videos, because this is a free reading for you. This is me giving you energy. So this is a nice way to support me back. Also, liking, sharing, subscribing, you know, all of that is amazing and supportive too. This is just for people that want to purchase from me. So this is handmade. These are custom. So this is the one that I have available now. I will be making more and different varieties. But if you want, if you're like, I love that, but I want, you know, a Queen of Cups. I want 10 of Pentacles. This is the card that I like. You know, if you're a Scorpio, that would be the Death card. You know, this is the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. So this is for good luck and expansion. And Jupiter is Sagittarius's ruling planet, and it is Pisces' second ruling planet. So, you know, this may have a special connection to you. Or if you're like, I love that, but I really want it to be like pink, you know, and just rose gold. I offer gold and rose gold siding, or the clear. These are raw because I wanted to let the people that buy them decide. So you have the options on my website to pick either. This is just what I have on my website for the tray. There will be more coming. But if you want a custom order, it depends. If you, like, I want the exact same thing, but I want it to be, like, pink and purple instead, that's no big deal. You know, if you want, it depends on the crystals, really, the pricing. So if it's a similar style, it'll be the same price. If you want it without any crystals, it would be cheaper, obviously. If you want it with more crystals or like more rare crystals, or, you know, a crystal I have to special order, that would be, you know, then the price would change. But if you're like, I like that, but I want a King of Cups, a Queen of Cups, the Death card, a, you know, 10 of Pentacles, and I want it to be different colors and, you know, slightly different variations, I would be the same cost. And it's just email me. I am open to custom orders. I can do custom anything, guys. I make all of this like small batch by hand. Like my incense, I make them like 3 at a time. My candles, I usually make them 2 at a time. So my oils, I, you know, can make those 1 at a time. I have it on my Etsy where you can order a custom oil, and I do have people that do that, and thank you. It's always fun to be like creative, and like you tell me what you want and specifically, and I can make it for you. So with the coasters and the trays, more will be coming. If you have a special request or you want a custom order, let me know. I have a back line that's coming tomorrow, and I have sprinkling powders. So these are small jars of sprinkling powders. These are hand ground. These are going to be 5 each. I have 5 different coming, and I explain how to use sprinkling powders in my article. So go check that out. All of my crystal scrubs is part. I have 2 different lines. So this is my tester scrub. They smell so good. This was a tester, so it's not very pretty. I've been using it in the shower. I've beat it up on purpose to like make sure it's okay. It smells lovely. I'm obsessed with this. This is Venus. There are 3 more coming out, and they have full-size crystals in them. So rose quartz, howlite, amethyst, and a bloodstone. They're full size. So, you know, going to a store to grab one of these, anywhere from like, well, you know, depending, typically like 5 to, I've seen them go up to like 12, you know, depending on the business. Sometimes they're cheaper than that. Sometimes they're like 2, you know, it depends on, you know, where they get them from, you know, what type of place you're at. Anyways, you get a like free full-size crystal with those. And then my crystals are, I usually put crystals in everything, guys. Love crystals. Crystals are my oils too. Anyways, you know, Christmas present, if you want to like get a custom tray made for a Christmas present for somebody, if, you know, just message me. I love custom orders. I can work with your price point. If you're like, you know, I love that tray, but the tray is $65. They are expensive to make. So if you're like you know, my budget is more like $50, I can try to work with you, you know, to an extent, depending on your budget. You know, I can do a set of coasters if you want. Just email me. It's Rachel@thisheartsvoyage.com. It'll be below. But anyways, yeah, that's on my website if you want to support my new website. Also, tarot giveaways. I'm doing an hour and a 30-minute tarot giveaway. This is such a long announcement. Sorry, guys. These are long videos, but I hope that, well, you know, you gotta get your promotion when you can. Don't shame me. I'm a small business owner. I have to support myself. So by supporting me, it goes directly to me. If you want personal reading, you do that on my website. Book a reading on my website. If you want to win a free reading, I am doing free readings for my subscribers too. I'm going to choose 2 people. The difficult part with that is that YouTube, you can make it to where people can't see who you are subscribed to. So if you are subscribed in private, I cannot see that you are subscribed to me. So I have to find another way because I want to do it for my subscribers. So, you know, I can't choose a subscriber if I can't see all of you guys. So I'm going to have to do it, you know, I'm still trying to figure it out because it's the same on Facebook. So, you know, I may have to do it. You follow me on Instagram and on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I'm going to subscribe if you want to be in the running. I will do, once I figure out how exactly I'm going to do it. I wanted to have this announcement by Friday, but it has been a crazy week, a crazy week. I have been so busy, guys. I've been getting like 3 hours of sleep and like just working my ass off. So that's why this reading is late. I'm doing a lot of stuff. So exciting stuff. Check out my website. Check out those blogs if nothing else. If you know, I totally understand it's the virus right now. I'm not saying you have to buy stuff from me. That's totally if you vibe with me and you want to support me and you like the stuff I do, you know, this is for them. If you don't have money or you know, don't want to purchase from me, go read those blog posts. They're super helpful. It's like when people email me for advice, it's the advice I give them. So anyways, let's get into it. What do the masculines need to know, Spirit? I hope I said everything. My energy is chaotic. It was really chaotic for the feminines. I'm hoping I can hold it together a little bit more for you guys. My energy is chaotic because there is eclipse tomorrow. And so my consciousness, I have Aquarius, Mercury, which is ruled by Uranus, of electrical charges and like sudden changes. So my Mercury, the planet that rules my thinking and my thoughts, is ruled by the planet of electrical surges. So that is why I bounce. And that's how I'm able to channel, as I connect to higher timelines and other consciousness. You know, I can connect to my spirit guides' consciousness, and that's what I'm talking, and that's how sometimes I'll lose train of thought and I'll have no idea what I was talking about. It's because my consciousness hopped up to connect with a spirit guide and then it lost it, the like train of thought, you know? Anyways, I'm a little chaotic right now. I'm very energetically sensitive. So the eclipse is messing, and then I bounce already. If you watch these readings, if you're subscribed, you know that. If you're not, subscribe. Do it. Anyways, life of greater joy, power, and satisfaction awaits those who consciously design their life. I love this deck. This is the Motivation Manifesto. I got these for my dad too, and he really likes them. I talk about oracle cards in my 10 spiritual items. I recommend oracle cards highly. You know, tarot is 72 cards. You have to learn all of them. Some people just aren't good at interpretation. You're just not meant to be a reader, you know, that's fine. Not everybody is. But oracle cards, there are so many. That's what I started with, my first oracle deck. I'm trying to see if I have it. It's the angel cards. I think I used them in like 2 readings ago or something. That was my first deck. I got those when I first awakened. And then I didn't get into tarot until like, you know, like 3 years later. So if you are somebody that wants to talk to your guides or wants to open that connection up a little bit, but you're not interested in tarot or you're overwhelmed by tarot, get an oracle deck. This is the the Motivation Manifesto, Jesus, cards. I think I got these from a spiritual shop. I always try to shop local when I can. I like to go into places and feel the energy of things, especially crystals. And I think that it's good juju to support small business owners and support your local community. But with the coronavirus, you know, a lot of places are closed and you can't go in them. Or, you know, if you're just struggling financially, which a lot of people are right now, no shame. I'm sending you guys love and abundance and healing. Healing generational poverties, manifesting that into your lives for you. I want all of my followers to be thriving this next year. But, you know, if you are looking for the cheapest deck you can find, you know, go to Amazon. I believe this is like a $20-ish deck. I love those. I get my parents' cards, oracle cards sometimes, because my mom likes tarot. I don't think she would want to. She wanted to learn tarot for a little while. I'm not sure if she actually got the tarot cards. I talked to her about it, but oracle cards are easy. They are, you know, you don't have to go looking through a book. They usually come with books, but, you know, most of them are like this, and you can kind of take it for what it is. So this is something that I recommend. Not this card deck in particular, but I do love this card deck. But oracle cards are like a spiritual practice that will really, really advance your practice. Also, do tarot if you want to. Tarot's complicated. Not everybody wants to. Anyways, this card, as well as the feminine's card from this deck, is very powerful for your energy. So a life of greater joy, power, and satisfaction awaits those who consciously design their life. And I feel like that's kind of what the masculines, where your journey really takes off, is when you realize this. Because the twin flame relationship is designed for there to be a lot of obstacles in your way. And they are like earthly obstacles. So it's karmic marriages. It's like religions. It's physically living far away from each other. It's like social status. And this is intentionally, and it's chosen by you. It's something to remember, is this isn't, you're not just like a, you know, helpless victim in life. You chose this life. You chose every obstacle you would face in this life. And it's because this is what was needed to help advance you as a soul, not make your life as easy as possible. Because an easy life, you don't really gain anything from it. You have to have difficult lives with challenges so that you can grow and advance as a person, as a soul. So twin flames are a special connection that's, you know, half of your soul. As souls advance, you advance through lifetimes. So you incarnate, you learn karmic lessons, and then you pass, and then you incarnate and you learn karmic lessons and you pass. And soulmates are souls that you travel, they're soul groups. So there are collective groups of souls that travel with each other in most lifetimes. So, you know, there are soulmates, animals. There are soulmates that are your, you know, dogs or cats. There are soulmates that are, you know, like a horse. You can have a soulmate that is like a friend, that's a parent, that's a cousin. Soulmates don't have to be romantic. It's a soul that you resonate with on a like deep level, and it's because you have had past lives together, and your soul was like in the same class together. So you tend to incarnate together to learn lessons together, and your energy plays off of each other well. So you're a soul family. Doesn't have to mean that you're romantic, but it can be. Twin flames are souls that have incarnated so many times and learned so many lessons that they were very advanced souls. So as a way to challenge themselves, because God is energy. I tweeted this morning. God is not a man in the sky. It's not a man. It's not a masculine energy at all. It's a feminine energy, which is sad the way that religion has kind of made it to where men are, you know, in charge, and, you know, the creator is a man, where anybody that understands masculine, feminine energy, creation is feminine energy, comes from feminine energy. So it's not possible for it to be a man, you know? I mean, like it would be a very feminine man, but it would be a feminine energy, which is more connected to womanhood, you know? Not talking about like the queer community, you know, I've talked about that I'm bisexual. I'm not insulting trans, you know, I'm all for trans rights. I totally believe that there are, you know, feminine souls in man's bodies. And I believe that there are, you know, some feminine souls have chose to incarnate in a man's body and to live that life as a man. And some have incarnated in a body that they knew was not correct for them. And part of their journey is to return to themselves through, like, you know, expressing their true gender, through dress of their true gender, through, you know, surgery. However, you know, that is their journey in life. And I don't feel like a uterus or a vagina is what makes a woman, but I'm speaking, you know, for the vast majority. There is always, you know, differences, and, you know, homosexuality exists in nature. I hope that there are no women that resonate with masculine energy, or men that resonate with feminine energy, or trans people that watch this and feel like I am leaving you out. It's just easier to speak this way, and it's easier for my readings not to you know, go into like 2 hours. We'll be here all day if I'm going through all the pronouns, but I hope you know what I mean. I love and support the trans community. I love and support the LGBTQ A+, you know, I support you guys so much. I love you guys so much. I'm bisexual myself. I have done a video on that. So don't be offended, please. Anyways. I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, the masculine's journey. I'm sorry, guys. I just a weird energy. The masculine's journey is, so, you know, as a man that identifies as a masculine energy, your role, well, all masculine, there are women that are masculine, were born and conditioned into toxic masculinity. So, you know, you were conditioned that men are not expressive, they aren't creative, they do what they're supposed to do, they take care of their family, they are the breadwinner, you know, they have roles and responsibilities, and they're not allowed to be emotional, they're not allowed to express themselves in a way that is different from the herd. And you suppress women typically. So, you know, you're a player, you play women, you have wounds around feminine energy, so you tend to have negative females that you grew up around. So, you know, it may be a karmic mother, a karmic sister, you know, a abusive teacher that you had, an abusive ex that you had. There have been women that take on very dark feminine energy that have wounded you around your feminine energy, how you view women. Also, you have wounds around your inner feminine energy. So I talked about this in my last reading, how divine people are here to shake things up. You are here to go against the status quo. So divine people tend to be a little bit more fluid, as most people are. Nobody is 100% masculine or 100% feminine naturally. It's unnatural to be that way, and it's not a very healthy way to live. Either one is not healthy. So you know, may have liked to play with dolls. You may have, you know, wanted to get your nails painted. You may have wanted to dress up with your sisters or your female cousins and wear like dresses, you know, or high heels. There are boys in my family, like I have a cousin who is very masculine. He is such a good kid. God, he is such a good kid. He is a very pure soul. I love him very, very dearly. I look up to him in a way, even though he's younger than me. He is incredibly smart. He is a very kind person. He's funny. He's just a really, really good kid. When we were little, and he's younger than me, so he was small when I was younger, he loved to get his toenails painted. And he used to, if any girl in the house was painting their nails, he would cry. And this was when he was like 2 or 3. He would bawl his eyes out until you painted his toenails, and he like wanted them rainbow. And like whatever, we used to paint his nails for him and he'd be happy with it. But there were men in my family that would bully him about it, you know, like that's gay, that's, you know, you look like a F word, because you have that nail polish. And like reality, he just wanted to express himself. He's very much masculine. He's very much attracted to women, not gay. I mean, who knows, but you know, he's never been very feminine. It's just was very, very intelligent as a kid and very like connected with his emotions and curious about things and very creative. And, you know, being a boy, you're kind of told, no, boys don't cry. You need to be a man. You know, you can't wear nail polish. You can't dress up. You can't wear heels. Like when we were little, my brother used to wear my mom's heels around the house, you know, and that's normal. That's just fun. Kids like to explore and like to experience their world, you know, that's how they learn. It's not like weird or perverted, you know, and even if a man wanted to wear heels, like they're pretty shoes. Maybe they just want to like, I mean, women, you put on heels, you feel like a bad bitch. You're tall. I'm already tall, so then I'm like super tall, which is like, I feel like I'm powerful, you know, I could stomp on anybody. And like they make your legs look nice. You know, why shouldn't a man be able to wear heels if he wants to? Who cares? It would be kind of cool if they started making like, you know, man heels too. You know, people wanted to wear them, you know, like that type of stuff, like gender roles are very stupid and they're very oppressive to both men and women. And part of your journey as a masculine energy is learning to pick apart what is true to you and what you've been conditioned. Well, both twins really, but with the masculine, you are more inclined to listen to your karmic friend, your karmic family, to look at things like, oh, we're from different social statuses, you know, they make more money than I do, or vice versa. I make a lot more money than her, so if we get together, people are going to look at us weird. Or like a lot of twins, one twin is married, and the marriage has been dead for a long time. Neither person is in love. They're staying together for material reasons. And then when you meet the twin, you know, the one that's married, obviously, especially if you're a man, you know, I talked about this a little bit about, I don't remember what reading, a lot of karmic women use children to manipulate men and will, you know, this was in the ancestral reading, I talked about this. Parental alienation is very common in abusive homes, especially with abusive women, because they are not getting what they want out of the man. Most cases, the woman had the children as a way to force the man to be with them, to force a relationship. It may or may not have been a consensual, we're going to conceive, but you know, the woman had those children because she wanted to get, you know, a partner out of that. She wanted a 2-income home. She wanted someone to help her take care of her kids. She wanted the extra income. And when it doesn't work out, she will not allow that man to go. And if he does decide he does not want to be with her, she will tell the kids that he left them. Instead of saying, you know, the relationship did not work out and we weren't meant for each other, and we both are fully capable of finding people that are actually meant for us and would, you know, enrich our children's lives to see real love instead of people that aren't meant for each other and hold animosity towards each other and, you know, typically verging on abuse with some of these karmics. Rather than going about it and, you know, using it as a lesson, you know, not all marriage are meant to be. That's not possible for every person that you ever marry to be your soulmate. You know, people make mistakes. People marry because there was a child involved and you did your best to try to make that relationship work, but it's just not meant to be. And that's no reason to hold each other prisoner and away from your true love. You know, just because I come from a wealthier home, or, you know, with religion, you know, just because I'm a certain religion and everybody in my family, or I'm a certain race and my family would prefer that I married somebody within that religion or race, does, you know, religion or race influence your love for a person? No. So twin flame relationships are intended to go against what is expected, and it is really to get back to what God is, what love is, and it is unconditional love that doesn't make sense and doesn't follow the 3D patterns that we're here to break up anyway. So typically in the twin flame relationship, the feminine energy is more open to love, more open to the connection, more understanding that it is a spiritual connection. And the masculine energy is more bogged down by 3D expectations. So I can't be with you because my friends would disapprove. I can't be with you because my family would disapprove. I can't be with you because I'm tied to a karmic person that I'm supposed to be with because people tell me I'm supposed to be with that person, even though I'm not really happy and I haven't been happy in that relationship long before you came into my life. You know, that is lessons that twin flames are here to learn themselves and also to teach others, because as your family, as your friends, watch you choose yourself, watch you be with the person that you love, and watch the real love between you and your feminine really blossom and all that you can do for each other, because twin flames are designed to be the perfect complement. They're the other half of your soul. You know, your soul advanced to a certain point and then decided to split into two. I think I was talking about this earlier and then I went off. You split into two and then you incarnate separate and then you incarnate together at times. And when you incarnate together, it's because you're meant to come back together, and it's because you, it is symbolic of like the life and death cycle. You come into the world, especially on earth, and you forget everything that who you are. You forget all of your previous lifetimes, all of this work you've put into your soul. You know, you start at square one And then you have all this conditioning from your family, from your friends, from your parents of what you need to be and what somebody in your shoes, what a woman or what a man would do. And this is what you have to do or you're going to let everybody down, you know? And then like life is a journey of unlearning these things and healing ourselves and finding who we truly are again. And your twin flame is like no greater journey of that. You know, you split as souls to find your way back to each other in love, in unconditional love. And that's kind of what her card was about separating what love is from ego. And yours is about consciously designing your life. So, you know, realizing that the choices that you make in life define your life. It's not who you are. It's not the circumstances you've been dealt. It's really about the choices that you make and the directions that you go in life that define you. You can redefine yourself at any time. So this is kind of where I take it the masculines are right now, realizing that these people I have allowed to tell me what to do, a lot of them have been karmic and just are, their point in my life is to get me to choose myself and to teach me that this is not the type of person that I want to be and this is not who I am, and your world view doesn't resonate with my soul, and because of that I don't have to accept it as fact. So I take that as that is where you are in your journey right now, is you are coming to that realization that, you know, I've been running from my feminine and sabotaging my relationship with my feminine. That was one of the only relationships that truly made me happy, and I truly felt seen as a person, and I felt like I could be myself. I sabotaged that because I have been designing my life, you know, through autopilot. I've been allowing other people to decide for me. And life doesn't have to be that way. I can consciously decide that this is the type of life I want and make decisions that pull in that manifestation for me. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So a lot of people are going through towers. There's an eclipse tomorrow. There is Saturn moves from Capricorn to Aquarius on the 17th, and then there's a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction on the 21st of December. We are heading into crazy towers, guys, huge shakeups. With this, there is a masculine going through some shadow work here, struggling a little bit. Some towers in life, you know, people that you thought were for you have been exposed to you. You're seeing, you know, this person I thought was my friend, this person I chose over my feminine, this person I listened to and allowed this person to influence my life. All they've brought is chaotic energy. And I'm realizing now that it's because this person was karmic in nature, and it's somebody that wasn't here for a lifetime. They were just here for a lesson. And, you know, that's uncomfortable to realize the way that I've been living, just trying to pacify my friends and family is not, in fact, the life for me. I'm not happy here, and I need to make changes, and that's very uncomfortable. Can I clarify? 9 of Pentacles, yeah, becoming single, self-sufficient, standing on your own here without others telling you what to do. 6 of Pentacles, taking your energy back. 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is work. This is honing a skill. Also, I just don't like the... Well, okay. So in my last reading, I kind of took this. I think I did this for the ancestry reading. It, you know, kind of looks like a voodoo doll there. But again, with this coming out, I take this as like you're realizing that like I am my creator. I am the person that gets to decide my life. And I'm going to mold my life and myself after the person that I want to be, not the person I've been told that I have to be. Okay. I was going to say, if this is again with the magic, I'm going to be upset, but I'm not getting that energy from this card in particular. 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is a card of being single, focusing on yourself, taking care of yourself, what's best for me. And it's somebody that's getting ready to go to the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a happy home, happy marriage, generational wealth, abundance. You know, it's a family. So 9 of Pentacles is somebody that's single, but they're not in like a desperate single. It's in a very confident, I know who I am. I am an individual. I don't need others to take care of me. I am standing in my power. I'm taking care of myself, and I'm getting ready to find the person that's meant for me, that's meant to be my life partner, or not. You know, you might want to just stay in the 9 of Pentacles, but if you're watching this, I'm certain that you're trying to head to the 10. So 9 of Pentacles is ready to go to the 10. 6 of Pentacles is a card of giving out and getting back resources. So Pentacles is material, it's earth energy, so it's time, money, energy. So you are taking back your energy from things that weren't serving you anymore, and you're putting your energy into yourself. So rather than giving all of my money to this karmic partner that I've been dating that's very greedy and a gold digger, and I've been giving her all of my money and giving her all of my time and attention, I'm starting to think, is this actually what I want? Is this the relationship? Just because I've been going down this road for a long time, because all of this is Pentacles, guys. Every one of these cards is Pentacles. So earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be connecting with. But also this is the physical. So you've put a lot of time and energy into this life that you realized was created for you. You didn't even decide this life. This has just been, you know, my friends were doing this, so I did this. My karmic partner was doing this, so I did this. People told me I needed to get married and have a family, so that's what I did. And this isn't really the life I want. I'm not in a job that I like. I'm not with a partner that is really my true partner. These friends that I've surrounded myself with for, you know, 9 years, 6 years, 8 years, you know, that I've kind of been around for a long time, they are not people that I want to be with. Also, somebody has like a side hustle that they've been doing with these people, and it's just like you're realizing that it's a drain. Because you see this reminds me of like the little like ice cream carts. And he's kind of, this can go two ways because he's in a field here. And usually with the field imagery is the 7 of Pentacles, like planting seeds. But I take this as, this is somebody that has planted his seeds, and he's really done it because he's either looking towards a better future. So this is somebody that is putting work into who the person that they are now, putting work in, trying to mold themselves, because eventually one day they want to have their own business and be an entrepreneur. One storyline. Also, possibly you have wanted to have your own business for a while, and you have put a lot of time and energy towards a bunch of different things, because 6 of Pentacles is like giving out. So this is like somebody that knows they want to be an entrepreneur, knows they want their own business, but they had a lot of friends that would be like, hey, let's start this business together. So you'd put all of your time and money and energy into starting this business, and then like your friend wouldn't really take it seriously. It wouldn't really go anywhere. You would give your friend money and you would not see that investment back. This type of energy. So somebody that is kind of trying to make fast money through like these small business ventures, and you know, this can go, you know, into criminal territory too. Take it how it resonates. Somebody is realizing now that there was a huge drain on their resources, giving, because this is giving out. So they were doing this with other people before. You had karmic people in your life that you were maybe trying to build like a business with, and you're realizing that those people were kind of like just taking your time and resources and money and not really giving back to you. And what would really be more beneficial is to focus on yourself and build yourself and your own skills, because that dream one day that you have is real, and it's not meant to be with a karmic person. You know, a karmic is there in your life to teach you a lesson. So they're not going to be connected to who you're supposed to be. They're connected to a season. They're not a lifetime. Yeah, the black cat here is a change in luck, but it's also, I talked about this, a black cat hair is really common in spell work. So like I said before, somebody could be realizing that they were putting all their time and energy into a karmic person, and the reason that you were doing this, you may have thought you were in love, but you were under like heavy like love and domination spells here. Because that's what I get with this, is like a voodoo doll. And you know, people create voodoo dolls to control, to get in their head, to tell people what to do, because mask at the bottom of the deck. So there were people in your life, you know, that's one story. Take it how it's resonating, guys. There were people in your life, you're giving out all of your time, money, and resources, you know, instead of investing in yourself, instead of investing in relationships that would have brought you joy and that resonated with who you were. You didn't even know who you were because you had other people kind of telling you who you were. They were controlling you. And you're realizing to change your fate here is to take your fate into your own hands and not allow people that wear masks in your life to tell you, you know, this is, my throat is dry. This is what I was picking up with the businesses before. This is somebody that was kind of codependent. You were kind of reliant on other people to tell you what to do with your life. And this is because you lacked self-confidence and you kind of put a lot of, you, instead of knowing who you were and being strong within yourself, you were somebody that kind of relied on others to tell you who you were. So that relied on your friends a little bit too much or partners a little bit too much to tell you what to do and give you direction. You didn't have a lot of direction, but obviously as a masculine energy, not in your masculine energy, that's what you know, a masculine that is healed in their divine masculine energy is a leader, is a pursuer, knows what they want and goes for it, you know, leads other people. Somebody that is imbalanced or not in their masculine energy, not able to, you know, step into their true masculine energy. They don't know what direction to take. They don't know what to do. They kind of go with the flow, go with what others say. Oh, you're telling me I need to give into, you know, you have this dream here. Let me like hitch my wagon to yours, And because I think that that's the easier way with the umbrella here, you know, like I'm going to make it with you and you're going to like help me and we're going to help each other. But the people that you were making these deals with, we're wearing masks in your life and we're manipulating you to pretending like you will have a change in luck with me. If you give me all of your time, money, and resources, I am going to make you lucky. And you went along with this because you thought that that would be like an easy way to, you know, kind of like a schemer. But you went along with these people because you were kind of told and conditioned throughout your life that that's what you should do, but also you maybe felt overwhelmed with your life and not sure what you wanted to do or where you wanted to go, and you just thought it would be easier to hitch your wagon to somebody else and let them tell you, you know, let me, oh, I have this friend and he's always thinking up these new business deals we need to do, and he's always, you know, trying to think up these new schemes, and if I just work with him, eventually it's going to pay out for both of us. And you're realizing now that this person was just manipulating you. They were wearing a mask here and using this promise of, oh, I'm going to change your luck for the better to get you to give them all of their resources. You've had a realization here and you're dealing with a lot of discomfort in your life because it's kind of turned your world upside down. This is probably somebody that like was a best friend, with somebody that you spent a lot of your time with. It might be like a karmic partner that you had been with for a long time because, again, 9 years, 6 years, 8 years, something like that, long time. You've put a lot of time and energy into this relationship and you're experiencing some discomfort now because you're realizing it was all a lie and you were just being used. And that the best way to develop your self-sufficiency, because 9 of Pentacles, well, Pentacles is money as well, too. The best way to build up your finances is to focus on your own fields here. You know, focus on yourself. What will bring me money? Not necessarily what's going to help everybody else, what's going to help these other people, because these other people were wearing masks with me anyway. These were karmic relationships that needed to end anyway. These weren't my soul family. They were manipulators. You know, and they manipulated me by promising, over-promising, and then under-delivering, and it was really just to get me to give up resources. So that's an uncomfortable feeling, but you were growing from that, and it kind of set you free in a way, right? Because if you hadn't had this tower with this person, you would still be connected to that person. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day that had got let go from a job, and they were talking about how that was really, you know, at the time they had been with that job for years and it meant so much to them, but now that they look back, they realize that was the best thing that ever happened to them, because if they would not have been let go, they would still be there, and that job really didn't pay them enough, really wasn't like supportive of them, didn't really like help their growth at all. It was just kind of comfortable. So this karmic relationship has ended and you're experiencing some discomfort, but it's really for the best. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. You're kind of being pushed right now to trust God and to trust the divine plan. The Strength card here at Leo and 6 of Wands, bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. That's awesome energy, guys. Strength card is overcoming adversity, you know, finding your inner strength. Any difficulty you're dealing with, it's going to be overcome. 6 of Wands is the card of victory, a public victory, you know. People are going to be looking at you like, wow. And with the crossroads here, you had 2 choices. And, you know, you may have been torn between one, but now you're realizing that one choice, and it may have been the choice that you started to go down, and now you're realizing you made a mistake, was, you know, a false person lying to you about what they had to offer, lying to you about this change of luck that they could bring to you, but it was really just to take from you. But now that this has been revealed to you, you're set free to overcome these things and to have victory that will bring you emotional happiness. Happiness because it resonates with your soul rather than what you've been conditioned to look for. Because you'll find when you're living a karmic life and you're surrounded by karmic people that, okay, so I got the job I was supposed to, I have the friends I felt like I needed to have, I have the like relationship I was told I need to have, I have the family I was told I need to have, but I still don't feel good, and this doesn't feel like the life that I wanted. You know, when I look back at who I was as a child, this isn't what I wanted, this isn't what I envisioned of myself. Other people have molded me throughout my life to be what they want, and this has not brought me happiness. But, you know, you've been set free learning this. You've been set free because now you can create your own life, you know? Now that all those bridges have burned, they were like obstacles in your path. You've been set free, and there's going to be victory. So put your faith in the universe, you know? Don't allow fear to overcome you, especially with this eclipse. I talk about it in the eclipse article that I wrote. Go read that. You know, it's when manifesting, you don't want to manifest from a place of fear or lack. You want to manifest from a place of, you know, I don't know the answers all the time, and I don't know the correct path, but God, I trust you, and I trust that if I continue to ask you to guide me and lead me for what's best for everybody, that everything's going to turn out good. Yeah, you had somebody that, you saw how those fell out. You had somebody that was manipulating you emotionally. It was emotionally manipulating you, and they were taking this new love from you. The cup is cups energy, so it's a new beginning in love, a new love, and also following your intuition. You saw the way it fell on the, it fell and then bounced reverse. So snake at the bottom of the deck, there was somebody that was messing with you, messing with your fate. The black cat, change in luck. This is similar to like a Wheel of Fortune, a Jupiter card, fate, a change in fate. And also, like I said earlier, the black cat is common in, black cat hair is a common ingredient in spell work. Somebody was using some type of spell work. Now, whether this be actual getting roots, paying a practitioner, this person is actually into witchcraft, or this person using, you know, gossip, slander as a form of spells, because it is changing the way people view you and changing the way that your actions are intended to be viewed in a negative light, you know? So this could be somebody that was manipulating you to turn against your feminine, to turn against people in your life that really cared for you. Like maybe you had a friend that was really looking out for your best interests and tried to tell you that, hey, this karmic person is kind of messed up. I actually like saw that they were out with somebody else. I think they're cheating on you. Like I think this person is playing you and using you. You know, this person may have told you, oh, well, that person was trying to get with me, so that's why they're telling you that. They were trying to have sex with me the whole time. You know, Somebody used your emotions, your heart here to manipulate you and twist you for their own will, to disconnect you from the people in your life that brought, because cups is, it's like a, you know, emotions, but this is kind of like people that fill up your cup too, you know, that give as much as they take, that empower you, that support you. This person wanted to take from you and wanted to manipulate you to make you think that this was what you wanted, that this was going to lead to better things in your life, but it wasn't. They were draining you the whole time. And so somebody that is using you and draining you will disconnect you from all people that are honest, from all people that are supportive, from all people that recognize, you know, that recognize what's going on. Because if I am a narcissist and I am using you for your money, I am going to disconnect you from anyone that would tell you that, hey, she's using you for your money. Hey, she's cheating on you. Hey, dude, I saw that she had some like weird like roots. I saw that she had like a weird jar with your name in it. You know, stuff like that. That dark people do all the time to manipulate others. You know, I'm not going to want you around anybody that may recognize me for who I am, that may tell you the truth. I'm going to encourage you to cut those people off so that I can manipulate you, you know, so that you will believe that your heart belongs to me, when the whole time I'm not a genuine person at all. I'm draining you all of your resources. And, you know, you may have lost faith with this. You know, this person, you really thought that you did love. You really thought that you would have this new beginning with them. But you're realizing, because, I mean, both of these bounced on that cat in reverse. You're realizing that this person used some type of negative energy to manipulate you into completely confusing the situation. You gave up. You didn't follow your intuition. You gave up on this new beginning with your feminine and just a new beginning of inner love. You know, cups can be self-love as well. That was connected with your heart, connected with who you truly were. This person disconnected you from your heart, confused you, took from you, you know, drained your cup dry here and turned you against people because they were a snake. They were a snake and they wanted to use you. And if you are with people that are supportive, with people that are honest, with people that love you, I'm not going to be able to use you. So this person has been revealed to you, and you may be in a discomfort here. You may be, you know, questioning, what do I do now? Like I have burned bridges with people that were really connected to my soul, really loved me. I've screwed them over for this person. Like, rather than getting stuck in this, like, God doesn't love me, things are bad, my life is ruined, like, trust that you're going to overcome whatever is plaguing you right now and have victory as long as you lean on God, as long as you lean on faith of spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, you know, whatever the divinity, like whatever truth that holds to you, that exists in this world, this God energy that, you know, is the vibration of love and creation, and that's it. Unconditional love and creation, not, you know, you have to wear pants if you're a man, not you have to be with a, you know, somebody of your opposite sex. You know, that stuff is so, like, why would God care about that stuff? You know, God cares that you're a good person. God cares that you're doing your best. God cares that you are using your God-given gifts to help your community. You know, God doesn't care that you don't follow these other rules other people have tried to put on you. That's not God. That is, you know, man-made creations, gender roles, social status, you know. These things are things that we have created to categorize people and to mold people into what is easier to control. Anyways, let's move on, guys. This is a long reading. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. Yeah, your happiness doesn't come from outside of yourself. It comes from within, and it comes from your trust that there's something bigger than me. I talked about this on my Twitter. I also talk about crazy things on my Twitter, so go ahead and follow if you want to, but like don't Don't try to put me in a box, guys, and then get mad at me because I'm not, you know, tweeting the way that you would want me to tweet. I don't like when people do that to me. Anyways, I channel on my Twitter, I channel on my Instagram sometimes, so I cross promote just in case you guys connect to my energy and get stuff out of these readings. It would be beneficial for you to follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, because I may be channeling for you there too, where, you know, if I'm doing a weekly reading, I tweet usually mostly, you know, at least once a day. If you connect to my energy and you like my energy and it's healing for you, it may be beneficial to connect further with me, with following and subscribing, you know, and on different platforms. Also, I made it to where on my website now, you can join my email list, and I'm going to start doing monthly astrology reports. So I'm going to tell you what moons, what important transits. I'm not going to go through everything because I think that, you know, that's more of like a paid service that I may offer down the road, you know, like these are all the major transits and how it applies in your chart. You know, that's something I may offer down the road. Right now I have a lot on my hands, but I'm going to start doing monthly. So the first one will be going out beginning of December. So I'm going to let you know the moons, the transits, all the important things. It'll be free. You'll get it to your email first week of the month, every month. So if you want to subscribe to my email list, I will be emailing that out, as well as like new products, discounts every once in a while, free giveaways, stuff like that. So if you don't have Twitter, if you don't have Instagram, or you know, if you prefer email, or if you just want to get on my email list, do that too, guys. Anyways, Nine of Swords with the High Priestess. You're experiencing a lot of anxiety about what's not known. The High Priestess is intuition. It's about following your intuition. It's about feminine energy. It's a higher vibrational feminine energy. Somebody has anxiety around their faith, though. You have anxiety around what you don't know, and that's because as a masculine, you're not used to connecting to feminine energy. Feminine energy is intuition. It's your connection to source. So, you know, having that connection severed for so long, you struggle to connect to your intuition, and you have some anxiety here. Yeah, somebody is trying to walk away from their past, and they want to move back towards their feminine, but they have a lot of anxiety because you're not sure how that's going to turn out. You've received enlightenment recently, and you're realizing what was going on. You're realizing what was going on here, and you're regretful for this in and out energy. You're regretful for trying to play your feminine, treating her like she was just, you know, someone to have sex with, someone to come around hot and heavy, you know, we're going to hook up, and then I'm going to abandon you and go on to somebody else. You're feeling really guilty and anxious because you're realizing the way that you treated them really was like, you know, you may have been listening to what karmic people were telling you about this feminine, and it influenced your views of her, so you treated her poorly, him or her. And again, somebody was doing dark energy, so it can be that they were just slandering this person to get you to look at them in a bad light. But I've been picking up that there's been dark magic going on, guys. If you feel like someone has done magic on you, if you were experiencing symptoms of black magic, go read that article. It'll be very beneficial for you. I'll put it in my description. Again, I'm saying this because people skip around. Not everybody's sitting here for the full hour. So I might repeat things. Don't worry about it. You are receiving enlightenment here. You're having a change in perspective here because you're realizing that this is your person you wanted to be with. This is, you know, the person that you want to travel your road with, the person you've had several past lives with. This is the person that has, like, you know, this is your twin soul, the person you have been with for past lifetimes, the person that, you know, is most sacred to you, the person that brings a lot of, because this card is the Orisha deck, so this is about the goddess Oshun, who rules over love and relationships and blessings. She's a very Venusian goddess. And in this story, the Orishas were working, I believe it was like a king. There is a king somewhere that wanted to conquer a village, but the village was full of women. So he gathered up the strongest Orishas. He gathered up like Ogun, gathered Shango, a lot of male Orishas, the strongest ones, and sent them up to the village. And, you know, they weren't able, you know, they came back defeated. The women of the village, it was an all woman village, turned away the male Orishas. So then Oya went, and Oya is the goddess of storms. So she went to try to talk to the village, and, you know, she was turned away too. They fought back, you know, kicked her out. So then Ocean asked if she can go, and they finally are like, okay, sure. So she gets to the village, and rather than trying to reason with the women, she just starts making music and dancing and singing. And all of the women come out of their homes and start dancing with her, and she's able to kind of get them to follow her back to the other kingdom. And then that kingdom and this all-woman village work together, you know, and it was love that came in. Ocean came in, and rather than sending in the men that were going to dominate, that were going to, you know, Shango is like, I think he's lightning, and then Ogun, he is Ogon. Don't worry about my pronunciation. I talked about it, I don't remember if it was this video, the last one. You know, he's like a clear cutting. He uses his machete. You know, rather than trying to approach the feminine village, the female village, through masculine energy, she approached them through, you know, love and creation and harmony. And that's what spoke to the women and got the women. You know, the king ended up, he didn't need to go to war with this female village. They worked with him willingly, and it was because love, you know, approached the women with love. Masculine, you're realizing that you were in and out and treating you're realizing the way that you treated your feminine was not okay. You're realizing, you know, you were in and out, looked at her a certain way, treated her a certain way, but you're realizing now the importance of her, about how she brings the love and music into your life. You know, she broke down your fortress, your stone cold heart, and taught you what love is, what life